Sorting select statements using the order by clause. The order by clause. Here is a syntax diagram once again of the select statement, this time including the order by clause. Note all the options. First of all, you can order by a column, an expression, or a position of the column in the select statement. We'll get to that at a later stage. At the moment, we're going to concentrate on ascending or descending and nulls first or last. What do we mean by ascending or ASC? By ascending, we mean that data is sorted in ascending order. As you can see from the diagram on the right, concerts with a capital C occurs after arts and theatre with a capital A. Let's do an example. Here we're selecting from the category the name and we're ordering by name. Note that the default is ascending. So we've ordered the name from the category in ascending order. N, O, R, S, T, U, W, etc. Now let's put the ascending modifier in and we see that we'll get exactly the same result. Now what we'll do is we'll do it in reverse and sort it in descending order. And you can see that we end with A. So descending looks like this, the opposite way of ascending. In this case, the S occurs first and the A occurs last. Nulls first and nulls last. As we saw in an earlier course, when you sort a SQL statement that contains nulls, the nulls will always occur last by default. Null values are higher than any other value as far as an ascending sort statement or order by clause is concerned. What we can do when we sort ascending is we can specify nulls first, which means that the nulls will report first. Obviously with nulls last, we wouldn't need to use it with ascending because the nulls come up last anyway. We would use nulls last with a descending order by clause. Let's look at two examples to demonstrate this. Here I'm selecting the show date from the show table. I'm using the default ascending order and I'm putting nulls first. The nulls are not at the bottom, they're now at the top. So let's remove the nulls first and simply sort by show date in ascending order, the default order. And we'll find the nulls come out at the bottom. So nulls first is switching the null values from the end to the beginning of the sorted sequence. Nulls last obviously does the opposite. It would apply when using descending. You could use it with ascending, but it doesn't make sense. So sorting show date in descending order will have all nulls appearing first. You can change that behavior by simply specifying nulls last, and then the nulls will appear at the end in the descending order. Sorting methods. As we discussed previously, select statements can be sorted in different ways, namely by column in the select statement, by an expression, or by the position of a column retrieved within a select statement. Let's go into this now in more detail. So you can sort by the name of a column. You can also use aliases when sorting by column names. You can sort by position in the select statement, and you can sort by an expression. Let's go and look at some examples. First of all, let's sort by column name. Here we have the name from the category table ordered by name in ascending order. And here we can see we've got H, O, W, etc. Now let's go and look at the show table. And let's simply select all the data. The show date, show ID, and venue ID. and there we have all the data sorted in physical order, which is not necessarily in the correct date order. Here we see we have 2003, and then after it 2002, and before it 2002. So we're definitely not sorted in that query. Now what we'll do is we'll sort that same query in the order of the show date. Note the dates are going up from 2002 up to 2003, and the nulls are appearing last. Once again, if we wanted to remove the nulls from the end, we could actually say nulls first. And let's run that. And now the nulls have disappeared because they're up the top of the query, since we set nulls first. What's next? Now let's go and sort that same query, but sorting by multiple columns. You can sort by multiple columns, multiple positions, multiple expressions. We're going to sort by show date and venue ID, which means we sort with venue inside of show date. So now what we have is the date sorted. Within there we have, for instance, 25th of January 2003. We have 3 records. They all happen to be 5, so that doesn't really demonstrate what I'm trying to show. What we need to do is we need to find a date with multiple venues. The point is, we did actually sort by the 2 fields. We have a problem here, which we can resolve. Now this is an interesting one, because what's happened here is that, let's find one date with 2 different venue IDs in the wrong order, and there it is. It's gone 37 and 5. It should be 537. How do we solve that problem? The reason is because this is a date. It's a timestamp. So the chances are this date is actually later than that date internally. So let's actually examine that. Okay, let's see how we can resolve this problem.